All right, we are here over here on 8503 Northwest Military Highway. You know, the Bexar County Sheriff's deputies got detained me for taking down a political sign like a month ago on this on the right of way of a highway. Where were they with this? And by the way, that was a Democrat sign candidate. But regardless, guys, people, don't put these things on these phone poles. You're gonna get your candidate in trouble. I mean, you're gonna get the candidate in trouble because number one, there's no required disclosure that is required on the sign itself. Two, it's affixed to the telephone pole, and that's not allowed per state law and city code. You know, save yourself from the trouble. I mean, it's not even legal to climb up these poles in the first place. Citizens can take them down, but I can't because it's safety first. It's too far up there on the pole itself. Otherwise, I would remove it. And for the record, there's no bias. Even if it were a Beto sign or even over a Ted Cruz sign, it ain't supposed to be up there. It is an obligation to report this. I mean, I've already reported it 311. You know, you're making your candidate look bad. And Ted Cruz stands for rule of law. And this is not following the rule of law. I don't think he'd be happy with the person that puts that sign up there on the phone pole itself. Let's see, today is Sunday, September 9th, 2018. We're over here on Northwest Military Highway and by the HEB Alon Market. So whoever put this up here, you know, do the right thing, take it down. Also, I caught Fernando Padron himself affix a sign up to the fire station property at 2235 Babcock Road. That's not permissible either. I tried to tell him, and he said, well, you know, it's city property, city of San Antonio. It's, you know, we know. Okay, if you know, why put it up there and ignore the request to, you know, say, sorry, I'm sorry, I'll take it down. You know, people don't like to vote for people who think they're above the law, regardless of party or platform. They don't. It's also highly unethical. If you're, you know, my advice to people who have these signs up, ask the property owner for permission. And if they allow it, that's great. If they don't put it up there just willy-nilly. If you feel like you cannot make use of your political campaign signs because you don't want to go through all that effort, advertise through direct mail. I mean, it's so much cheaper. You know, people in apartment complexes can get your message. You can get the message across to the people who rent or own a condo. It's very effective. You can take those to the polls, but you can't take your cell phone picture of the campaign candidate sign with you when you go vote, because they tell you to turn your cell phone off. And you can't take pictures of your ballot when at your ballot place. I mean, why risk it? I mean, it's not worth it. You know, I would say it regardless of party affiliation. And, you know, it kind of upsets me as a conservative that people would go through that length to break the law, to put that up there where it's not supposed to be up there. And, you know, it's very much of a turnoff for me as a voter. And, you know, it makes me want to vote for that other candidate. Because if you cannot handle the rule of law before you are elected into office, what makes you think that we, the voters, can trust you to do the same when you are elected into office? It's pretty much cut and dry. Just obey the rules and regulations. And if you don't like them, if you're running for Congress or whatever, when you run for Congress, change it. Let us have a proper hearing, whether we want it to allow you guys to do that at the expense and peril of public safety, or not. I mean, it is that simple. I mean, it's just logic. Now, for full disclosure, I like Ted Cruz. I want him to win. But I don't want it to be done in the matter like it has been, like I just witnessed. Same thing with Fernando Padron. I want him to win too. I think Trey Martinez Fisher's policies are not right for Texas. But I want him to follow the law and place them where they're allowed to be, the signs allowed to be placed. I mean, it's that simple. I mean, it just makes me want to just vote for the third party candidate, where it'd be a libertarian or independent. Because I'm comfortable knowing they didn't put the sign up where it was not supposed to be placed. I'm all in favor of helping your candidate. I'm actually helping Ted Cruz behind the scenes on my own time. But that's not the way to do that. You don't put it on a phone call. Make videos. You know, how Ted Cruz helped you. Or in that case, Fernando Padron. Or if you're against propositions A, B, and C, make videos. You can do that. You're not trespassing on someone's private property in the process, or endangering linemen that keep your infrastructure intact. I mean, just do that. I mean, it goes a long way. And you want to attract that caliber of voter. You don't want to attract lawlessness. I mean, unless, you know, that's your platform. You know, I expect that behavior from maybe Richard Painter or Ocasio Cortez, but not from Ted Cruz. And I know he wouldn't do that. But, you know, your supporters should be not doing that either. And it just boggles my mind people will do that this day and age. I know you want to help the candidate, but there's other ways of doing so than slapping a sign up on a phone pole and bolting it and destroying property, which is actually CPS Energy's property in the process, and jack up our electric bills. Because these poles, guess who pays for them? We pay for them. We, the taxpayers, pay for them. And, you know, my grandfather worked in the electric field, so that might be a little bias on my part. Or relatives of mine that work for the insurance company, because, you know, we have to insure these people that are putting these hooking our lines up and stuff. We have to insure them. So, you know, if that's bias, then I'm guilty of that bias. But however, when it comes to reporting these signs, I ain't taking any partisan approach to it, as far as that's concerned. I might say a couple of things, but I'm not going to give some particular political party a free pass to break our old codes and ordinances. I'm not doing that. I don't care if you're Republican, you're Democrat, you're Socialist, you're Independent. I'm not going to do that. And this video will show proof that, you know, that's not supposed to happen. I'm going to see what's going on over here. There's two guys. Hopefully they're not doing what I'm thinking they're doing. No, they're just walking down the street. But anyway, it's Northwest Military Highway over by Alon Market, HEB. I'm going ahead and cut this short and sign off. Just letting you guys know, hey, you know, political campaign signs are, you know, have to be properly placed. And there are places you can place them, and there are places you can't place them. I cannot stress that enough, guys. All right.